What's up, guys? I know I'm talking about baseball, but I've been catching up on some homework and I'm doing a lot of physical therapy for my knee. So today I'm going to be showing you how to change the CV axle to a Toyota Corolla. These are the tools I'm using to get the job done. Here is the CV axle and the CV axle seal, and slide hammer and seal pullers. I'll need that 30mm socket later. Now I'm jacking it up on this 100% not sketchy jack. Now that I spared you the 2 minutes of jacking the car up, I put a jack stand on the right spot. And not to forget, I chalked my wheels and I put the e-brake on. If you got impact tools, let it rip. Pawn shop has them cheap. Now we got this bad boy out of the way, time to take this off. What was I thinking? The force compels you. You're going to need a 30mm 12-point socket and the juice. Now you'll need a 17mm socket for these 3 fasteners. Now you should be able to push on your CV axle shaft and it should not be bound. Removing the splash guard with the 10mm socket, just these 2 nuts. And now you can see your CV axle better. Now we're going to separate the control arm from the knuckle. It should move semi-freely with it being connected. Connected? I meant disconnected. Okay. It's still in place with the radic pinion. It won't fall. What I'm going to do now is push on the CV axle and pull the rotor. And just like this, it should come apart. And now let's use this rental tool you can get at AutoZone and O'Reilly's. The green one is a slide hammer and the black one is a CV axle puller. Just later, I got it. And just like that, you see the metal string gone on the old one, and that's the new one. That's why it was leaking. What I'm going to do now is use some petroleum jelly so it can have less friction. Just put it on the outer side. Now I put the sealant on. Let's finish drawing. Just gotta put this in. We're going to tap this thing in with a blow hammer and be careful to not tear the seal. I meant dead blow hammer. It's tough outside. The mosquitoes are out. My leg's starting to hurt. I just need to put this thing in. Now I'm putting anti-seize lubricant on the spine so it can fit in perfectly and not seize up in the hub assembly. It can be tricky, so just put the axle inside the hub assembly and line it up. You may need to twist it so it fits nicely. I can torque it down to 160 pounds. I'm going to tighten the ball joint nuts and I'm going to do it to 160 pounds. 60 pounds. On the CV axle center punch, I hammered it in for our safety. And we put our two 10mm bolts on for the splash guard. Almost there. I used a 4-way to tighten down the bolts, and now I'm just cranking up the jack to remove the jack stand. With the jack stand out of the way, I'm going to lower the vehicle. 2 minutes later, it's already down. Just remove the jack and torque down the lugs. In a star pattern, just tighten these guys down. It was real tough, but if you guys think it's worth a like and subscribe, do me a solid. Part of being the oldest son is fixing stuff, but part of being the little brother is cleaning all this up.